Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're tuning in from in the world. And this morning's movement, we're going to be practicing a full bodied mobility session, followed by some alternate nostril breathing, and then finishing off with our visualization, meditation, manifestation. So if you want to take a place seated on your mat, and we'll make a start. Just inhale, reach up with the arms. Exhale, fold forward. And then inhale, coming up, reach up with the arms. Exhale, fold forward. And 3, inhale with the arms. Exhale, bring your hands down to a 90 degree. And what I want you to do is just draw the elbows back, stick the chest out, and lift the head up. And then on the exhale, we're going to round the spine and bring the elbows together. And then back the other way. Inhale. And then exhale, round the spine, bring the elbows, forearms together. Inhale, sticking the chest out, drawing the elbows back. And 3, 2, 1. And then just return back to normal. You're going to place the right hand down by the side, down by the right side. Lift the left arm up to the air, and we're just going to lean over to the right side. Just get a nice stretch down the left side. And then come back to center. Up with the right hand, leaning over to the left. Trying to keep your sit bone on the mat. So this is you're not leaning over. Trying to keep your sit bone on the mat. And get a stretch down the right hand side. And then back over. I want to take this onto a tabletop position. So knees ideally underneath your hips, wrists underneath your shoulders, and we're going for some cat cows. So you're going to exhale, push the ground away, tilt your tailbone, posterior pelvic tilt, pushing the mat away, around in the spine, and then inhale, you're going to go the opposite way, arching the spine, sticking the glutes out, sticking the chest out, looking up. Exhale, back into cat position. Tuck the tailbone, around in the spine. We're just getting some movement, and the opposite way movement into the spine here. And then exhale. Then we're going to sit back into our child's pose. Big toes together. Widen your knees, and then just sink yourself down to the mat, thinking belly, chest, and chin. And we're going to walk our arms, both arms over to the left-hand side. And once your left hand gets to around 10 o'clock, just imagine there's a clock, place your right hand on top of your left and just start breathing down into the left-hand side. Imagine you're trying to breathe into the right lat. And just take a few breaths here. And then what I want you to do, placing the right hand on the floor, and we're going to start walking round with the left hand, walking it up the back. And then if you want to, you can walk a little bit further over with the right hand, a little bit further over to the left. 3, 2, and 1. Start walking that right hand back round. Once you get to the left, walk them both to the front. And then we're going to walk over to the right hand side and just do what we did on the right hand side. So when your right hand gets to around 2 o'clock, walk your left over, place it on top, and you're going to start breathing into the left hand side there, breathing into the left lat. Then place the left hand on the floor. You're going to walk around with the right hand, walking it up your back. And then again, if you want to walk a little bit further over with the left hand over to the right side, just to get a little bit more of a deeper stretch. And then walking the right hand back round, and finally both of them round to the front. We're going to go in, so hands are out in front of us, keeping your belly, chest and your chin as low as possible to the mat. You're going to come through and into either a cobra or an upward facing dog. Chest out, shoulders back. Inhale, exhale, coming back down to the mat. And then again, inhale, chest out, shoulders back. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back down to lying position. Tuck the toes. Going into an upward facing plank. And then into a downward facing dog. You're going to drop. Once you're in your downward facing dog, you're going to drop both hips over to the right hand side. And you start to feel it in the right glute. Down the left hand side of your lat. And then over to the left hand side. And then back to the centre. Back into your downward facing dog. And then you're going to centre the left foot. You're going to kick the right foot into the sky. Drop it over to the left hand side. Taking a bend in the knee. Opening up down that right hand side of you. Full body. And just hold. You might even find that you come up onto your fingertips with the right hand on the mat. And then what we're going to do, we're going to bring this knee forward to the front of the mat, bringing the right foot forward to the front of the mat. Drop the left knee on the mat, and we're going to drive forward with the hips. Hips are facing towards the front. Inhale the arms up, and then on the exhale, I want you to twist round to the right hand side. Place both hands like this into prayer position. You're going to drop the left elbow on the outside of the right knee, the right leg, and you're just going to use that to help you twist round to the right side. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Inhale your arms back up. Exhale, hands to the mat. We're going to step back into the downward facing dog. Centre the right foot. Inhale it up to the sky. Drop it round to the left side. Just opening up on the left side there. 3, for 2, for 1. And then we're going to come forward into that lunge position again. Trying to keep a 90-degree angle in the knees and the legs. Inhale the arms up. On the exhale, we're going to twist. Inhale the arms up. Place hands together like in a prayer. On the exhale, we're going to twist and drop the right elbow outside of the left leg of the left knee. And just use this to help us twist over to the left side. 3, for 2, and for 1. Inhale, release. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back into your downward facing dog. And then just one kind of toe at a time. We're going to slowly walk to the front of the mat. Keeping the knees bent as much as you need to. Trying to keep the back fairly straight. And then We're going to inhale, come to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Widen your feet as much as you need to. You're going to widen them probably around shoulder width. You're going to place your finger and your thumb underneath your big toe. You're going to inhale, lengthen again. Exhale, bring your elbows out to the side of you, helping you pull into that forward fold a little bit more. And once you're there, if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, start to pull up. Start to pull up on the kneecaps. Start to engage the hamstrings for 3, for 2, and 1. And release. Inhale, come to your halfway lift. What we're going to do now is take the full hand and place it under each foot. Our toes almost want to be on the wrists. And then we're in our halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward again. Just bring the elbows out slightly. And we're just going to fold forward. Kind of use your toes, then almost massaging your hands, your wrists. And we'll just hold for 3, for 2, and for 1. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. And then inhale, coming up 1 vertebrae at a time. Raising the hands up. Hands to heart center. Slight back bend, driving the hips forward. And then exhale, hands to heart center. You're going to widen the feet. It's probably 3 feet. You're going to take your hands out by your side. Interlace your fingers behind your back. And for this one, bend your knees as much as you need to. But what we're trying to do is just really engage the quads here, trying to keep ourselves as strong as possible. Interlace your fingers. If you struggle to interlace your fingers, then take hold of your wrists like this, or take hold of your forearms like this. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Pull down. I'm going to exhale, fold forward. And then just raising the hands up. 3. And 2. And 1. Inhale all the way up. Bringing your feet in now. Want to be shoulder width, slightly more than shoulder width. And we're going to squat down. Halfway, you want to keep a bend in the knees. Place the left hand, the left arm over the top of both knees. Right fingertips to the mat. Facing down, we're going to exhale, twist up to the right hand side. For 3, for 2, and for 1. And then swap over. Inhale, come back to the center, swap over. Right arm goes over the top of both knees. Left fingertips pointing to the mat, and we're going to exhale up. Twist to the left side. 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale back to the center. What we're going to do now, take your right hand. You want to be bent into this a little bit more. Take your right hand, place it underneath the right foot, and you're going to use your foot, use your toes to just massage your hand there. You can kind of externally rotate your elbow. So if you imagine external rotation is like clockwise, internal rotation is anti-clockwise with the right hand side. And then release, support yourself with your right hand. You're going to place the left underneath the left toe. And again, if you want to get a bit more deeper into that, I want you to externally rotate, but with the left side, if you're externally rotating, you are kind of turning the elbow, the forearm, anti-clockwise. And then release. We're going to bring it down into a bit of a yogic squat now. Elbows on the inside. And then just sway it over to the right, over to the left, over to the right. Now, kind of in a going in a clockwise motion, and then anti-clockwise, and then take a seated position. We're going to do some 90-90s just to finish off with. Dropping, you want your feet probably around 2 feet distance apart, and you're going to drop both legs over to the left hand side, and you should have this kind of 90 degree bend in the legs. If they're not, just reposition yourself, and then we'll drop them over to the right hand side, drop them over to the left, drop them over to the right, and then just come back to center, give them a little bit of a shake off. I'm going to move on to our breath work now. So for this one, if you need to, you want to be in a comfortable seated position, and if you need to, it's a little bit more comfortable, is just sit up against the wall. So this is alternate nostril breathing. For those who've done it before, you'll know how this goes. For anybody who's new, you're going to turn the first 2 fingers in. We're going to use the right thumb and kind of the wedding ring finger on the right hand side. You're going to follow my lead. We'll do a few rounds. The first round, we'll just warm up the nostrils, get the air flowing, and then what we're going to do is we're going to slow this down, and we want to be slowing it down to a point where you can't hear the flow of air coming in and out of the nostrils. Okay, so you're going to block the right nostril with the right thumb. Inhale through the left. Block the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. If you want to continue going, continue. We're just going to take some deep inhales through both nostrils. Deep exhale. Inhale. Just slowing it down now. And exhale. Okay, for this round, I want to really, really slow it down. You might feel that you get to a point of where you feel like you're suffocating or drowning. Just try and stick with it. Try and push past it. And yeah, if you do need to, breathe. But just try and challenge yourself this morning. Just going to cover the right nostril. Inhale through the left. Block the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. Continue if you want. And just start taking some slow, deep inhale and exhales through both nostrils. And on this next exhale, I'm going to take a deep inhale. On the next exhale, fully empty the lungs, and I want you to just hold your breath here. And a deep inhale. And a big sigh, just let it out. One more deep inhale. And then sigh, let it out. If you want to continue the breath work, please feel free to do so. We're just going to move on to the visualization part of this practice. And just keeping your eyes closed. If they weren't closed already, then close your eyes. And I want you to think of something that you desire in life, something that you striving for. Could be a personal goal, could be closing a certain deal in your business, could be finally getting that job that you wanted. For me, and I've shared this quite a few times, but I always return back to the same visualization, as it just helps you get there quicker the next time. And mine is walking my dog on the beach in Bali. And I just visualize the sun rising. You want to be really, really, really detailed on what you can see, what you're wearing. And then the next part is, how does this feel? Or what I want you to do now is just take both hands and just place them on your chest. How does this feel? I want you to imagine this feeling coming from your heart and just expanding, like a ball of energy in your chest. And you're just creating this feeling. And just imagine it expanding out. Imagine the energy expanding out from your chest. I just want you to sit with that just for a minute. Really just feel, how does that feel? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling confident? And the final part of this, to close the practice off, what is the action steps you can take today or this week that's going to get you one step closer to where you want to be? It could be sending the right email. It could be picking up the phone to somebody. Or if it's a personal, physical fitness goal, it might just be training, might be eating one more nutritious meal. And finally, the action steps to take away. So I want you to write this on a piece of paper. So the visualization, what is it you're visualizing? And then the next part is, how does it feel? And so how did you feel this morning? And the next part is the action step. So what is the action step that you're going to do today or this week, this month? And just write it down. You can do this in your notes in your phone as well. And then whenever you need to, you can just look back on it. But the idea behind this is, you can kind of just look at that visualization in your phone on the piece of paper, and then just help you get quicker into the visualization. And as I've said before, you don't need to be doing this sat on a mat. 6 o'clock in the morning. You can do this when you're out walking the dog. You can do this when you're sat in traffic, when you're daydreaming and just thinking about this visualization. But yeah, that brings us to the end of the session, and I hope you took some value from this morning's session. I hope you all have a great week, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next one. Goodbye for now.